guys, it's so good to be here again. Thank you so much for always being here. And right here, it is breaking news. And guess what? Magu has been suspended, and this time it is Buhari that has actually suspended him. So all the speculations and lies that you heard earlier that he was suspended were really not true. Now it has been made official that he is suspended. Yes. So, and of course we all know the story that is behind his suspension. That is to say, for everything flying around, they are all totally true. And this time around, he has been suspended for some reasons, and some of those reasons I would also bring to you shortly. But you know how we do it right here. And don't forget, it's a Saffron Media, and we'll give you trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria and more. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Ensure you hit the subscribe button straight away, and also give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, give this video a thumbs up, because the thumbs up will mean you saw this video and you liked it. Okay, guys, let us dive right into the details of this report. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami San, says the President General Muhammadu Buhari has approved the suspension of the acting chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Ibrahim Magu. Malami said this in a statement by his spokesman Umar Gwandu on Friday. He subsequently appointed the EFCC head of operations, Mohammed Umar, as the acting chairman. The statement read in part, President Muhammad Buhari has approved the immediate suspension of Ibrahim Magu as AG Chairman EFCC in order to allow for unhindered inquiry by the Presidential Investigation Panel under the Tribunals of Inquiry Act and other relevant laws. President Muhammadu Buhari has also approved the EFCC Director of Operations, Mohammed Umar, should take charge and oversee the activities of the Commission pending the conclusion of the ongoing investigation and further directives in that regard. So officially, Ibrahim Magu has been suspended, and he has been replaced with the head of operations, Mohammed Umar. So you should take note that there is now an new acting EFCC boss at the moment. Yes, so, and that person is no other but Mohammed Umar, as stated by the president, that he would take charge henceforth as regarding everything that has to do with EFCC. But for the meantime, Ibrahim Magu was actually suspended for the reasons that to allow unhindered inquiry by the Presidential Investigation Panel under the Tribunals of Inquiry Act and other relevant laws. So those are the reasons why he is actually suspended. And of course, they would have reasons for him to be suspended, and those are their reasons for now, that for them to allow unhindered investigation. And of course, he has been in police custody since on Monday night. And of course, a lot has been going on recently as regards this Magu's case and all the things he could not even give account of. And yes, we all know that Magu has actually been through a lot recently because of the investigation regarding his case of fraud and, all the allegations leveled against him. And, some people said all these are too weighty to be ignored because too many things that he has done as an economic and financial crimes boss. There are so many things that is not expected of him to do that he has actually done. You can remember he could not even give a record of $36 billion that was out of his reach. A lot of so many things, and even you can imagine some of the things that were found in his house and all of that. These are really too much. And if you could remember on Tuesday, Justice Ayo Salami, the presidential panel which interrogated Magu, alleged him of corruption and he quizzed the suspension of the EFCC boss, and finally he has been suspended. And this suspension is actually coming in at the right time, unlike the way it was being announced by people earlier on. This is the right time because too many things have been found on him that he himself knows that he cannot survive this, and all of these are tied around his neck. So when people were saying a few days ago that he was suspended, he was not yet actually suspended. He just officially got suspended this Friday, which is today. And, a lot of things has actually gone under the waters as regarding his case of fraud and allegations of money laundering and the likes. He has been in police custody at the Force Criminal Investigation Department, GACI, since Monday, and he has been appearing before the panel to respond to different forms of allegations. And some he has been able to come out to talk about, and some he's still keeping some. And of course, the investigation is still ongoing. And of course, you know how we do it. We'll bring you details on how the allegations are going. And of course, they still don't allow reporters to really get close, so somehow we just get to meet one or two persons at the end of this, and on a ground of anonymity they try to explain one or two things on what really went down in there. And so many things have been alleged against this man, and it is a shame that at this point Nigeria is still at this point where an anti-corruption agency is being held for corruption. It is so bad. These are things that Nigeria has to stop, because in fact we have 98% of government workers, aside government workers, politicians who are 100% corrupt. And if these people keep being corrupt, I wonder where the country is going to land in few years' time. What are they leaving for their children? What are they leaving behind for the kids that they already have? Some of them have even secured, with stealing billions of dollars, they've secured the future of their unborn children. Why they leave others to suffer, and forgetting that if all of this, it will still rub off on them at the end of the day. They might not be alive to experience it, but their children will be here to experience some of those things, regardless of whether they leave Nigeria or they are here or they're there. One way or the other, it's still going to affect them. So even for as many people that are in diaspora that believe, okay, I'm going to die here, I'm not coming back to Nigeria, you still have relatives in your families that these things are still going to affect. So indirectly, it's still going to affect every one of us. Do you understand? So if Nigeria is on this level and everyone is still feeling they don't care, it's a pity that it's like a heaven that wants to fall, and it will definitely fall on everyone. There are some people that have decided to drag it down, and when it falls on both the innocent and the guilty. And this is the reason why we have to put our hands together and ensure that Nigeria is a better place. If there are people that are being corrupt, there are ways we can actually correct people of corruption. But these days, there are so many people who encourage corruption. Even parents, they allow their children to get into, internet fraud, saying it is a way of them getting back what was taken from them. Those are really no excuses. We should be ashamed of ourselves at this stage if we're encouraging any form of corruption or any form of fraudulent activities in the name of, they didn't get what they're supposed to get. This is the time when Nigerians have to stand up and tell each and every one of themselves the truth and stand by the truth. Because if it continues like this, it's not going to end well for everyone. So guys, you can see that Magu has been suspended for all of this allegation and cases that have been leveled against him.
So guys, keep your fingers crossed, as you know that there will be more on this case, and we will be bringing it to you just as it drops every time. And we know that President Buhari is now very much on this case, and we know very soon there will be more report as regarding this. So that is it, guys. Thank you so much for always being here. You guys have been simply awesome. If you haven't subscribed, please endeavor you hit the subscribe button, because this is a lovely family and we always enjoy that you guys are here with us. Yes, we so much like your company here. And sure you subscribe, and don't forget to share our videos with your friends and your families, and not just your friends and families, your neighbors and all around you. And also don't forget to turn on the notification bell. If you haven't given us a thumbs up, this is the right time to do so. Please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you for staying tuned up to this moment. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.